Hello. Welcome back to that 70s Card Show. I got the yips there on the intro because I realized that I didn't have my microphone hooked up. But within that 22-second intro, I was able to make it all happen. Pretty incredible, if I must say. I have well, it's what I do for a living, folks. So, anyway, Basement Tapes number 5. What are we talking about? Basement Tapes number 5 in my collection, 5 out of 5,234. We're going to talk a little bit about this one right here. This has a Beckett OPG write-up and everything. This is the T207 brown background, 1912. That is the 1912 T207 brown background. I have 2 of these cards. I think one's a 6 and one's a 4. Pretty impressive for an average white band like me. The cards in this T207, the cards in this 207 card set measure approximately 1.5 inches by 2 5/8 inch. The T207 set, also known as the brown background set, was issued beginning in May with Broadleaf, Cycle, Napoleon, Recruit, and anonymous backs in 1912. The anonymous backs, that says, come from factories number 2, 3, or 25. Broadleaf, Cycle, and anonymous backs are difficult to obtain, although many scarcities and cards with varying degrees of difficulty to obtain exist. Please see the prices below. The Loudermilk, Lewis, and Miller cards are the rarest. Lewis was in the Boston NLs, and Miller was in the Chicago NLs, followed by Sayer and Taylor, or Tyler, I guess they would say. The A is silent, both in pronunciation and when you write it out. There's no A in Tyler. The cards are numbered below for reference in alphabetical order by the player's name. The complete set price below does include a Lewis variation missing the Braves patch on the sleeve, listed pricing references raw VGEX condition. Let me take a quick peek here. Oh, I don't have the Lewis. Anyway, 207 cards. Average value is also $207, which is crazy considering this is the T207. So that's T207, 207 cards, and $207 is the average value. $42,850 if you broke up all of these cards. That's the sum of all the parts, as they say. Set will cost you between $15,000 and $30,000. Again, 207 cards. They are brown and they are fierce. So let me pop over to TCDB and you can kind of see some scrolling there. See what these folks have to say. This is the T207 set, as we said. Let's see here. Hall of Famers in this set. There are 13 of them, not a lot. There's a Chief Bender, Roger Bresnahan, Max Carey, Frank Chance, Harry Hooper, Walter Johnson, Rube Marquard, John McGraw, Bill McKechnie, Tris Speaker, Joe Tinker, Bobby Wallace, and Zach Wheat. They are your 13 Hall of Famers of record. Let's see. There's sell sheets for these. Again, Recruits, Cycle Cigarettes. There's a nice Recruit there with the old Wild West, I guess, on the frontier. Teams, there are the Boston Braves, Boston Red Sox, Brooklyn Dodgers, Chicago Cubs, Chicago White Sox, Cincinnati Reds, Cleveland Napoleons, Detroit Tigers, New York Giants, the New York Highlanders. This is 1912. Remember, folks, Philadelphia Athletics, Philadelphia Phillies, Pittsburgh Pirates, San Luis Browns, the San Luis Cardinals, and the Washington Senators. Teams are starting to settle on their old names there, right? The Dodgers are now the Dodgers. The Naps are still trying to figure it all out, and the Highlanders, which soon, by the end of the decade, if not sooner, become the New York baseball Yankees. Let's see some comments on there. 1916 Round the Diamond 87 says there's really only 200 cards in this set. The extra 7 cards are only really slight variations. I guess there was some remorse by Round the Diamond because 10 days later, Round the Diamond edited his or her original comment. So lots of great pictures in there. There's some trivia questions here. The Pirate City is listed as Pittsburgh with no H on the front of the cards, but on the back, it shows up as both Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh, depending on the card. So, nice little trivia there. That's what's great about TCDB. They give you a little extra packaging, of course, cigarettes. Look at that little stamp around that box there. So, nice little Napoleon box, cycle, of course, broadleaf, recruit, recruit, and so on and so on. So I urge you folks to check out some of the stuff over there at TCDB. Gives you a nice little rundown of the cards and all that stuff. So the T207 that may have 200 or 207 cards in it, depending on your source. Anyway, T207, the American Tobacco Company, brown background. They are brown, or I would call it sepia tone myself, but pretty cool little set. Got a pair of those. They are slabbed up. They are somewhere. I don't display them, but gosh knows where they are. So that's it. That's the T207s, 1912 American Tobacco Company, brown background. Cheers, everybody. Be well.